Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, man, you guys know the deal on this channel. We must continue to set the record straight, stop the lies, stop the narratives, stop them from rewriting their history. And in this video, man, we're going to talk about Michael Jordan and how he led the Bulls to the fourth most titles in NBA's history, guys. And I just found it very interesting because they've been putting a lot of, I've been seeing a lot of posts with the Celtics winning their 18th title, right? And now they have the most championships of any franchise in NBA's history, 18, right? They just passed the tie or broke the tie with the Lakers at 17. But they started showing all the franchises' titles and their histories. And the Bulls are fourth all time, fourth, with 6 championships. But when you look at all the teams that have won championships, the Bulls are literally the only team that have that many championships all in one era, all in one decade. Michael Jordan led the Bulls to all those championships, the fourth most in NBA's history for a franchise in one decade. No other franchise even close to that, guys. Not even close. We're going to talk about in this video, Max. I thought that was very interesting. I never thought about it like that. And I'm going to thank you guys, man, everyone across the world. Everyone across the states has been supporting my channel, guys. Once again, I am truly humbled, guys, by all support, man. For real. It means a lot, guys. It truly does, man. So thanks to everyone out there that's been supporting my channel, liking my videos, commenting, subscribing, guys. Thank you, man. For real. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I've been seeing a lot of posts lately over the last couple of days since the Celtics won their 18th championship and they broke the tie with the Lakers for most titles by any franchise in NBA's history. And I noticed that the Bulls are fourth on the list, right? So you have the Celtics with 18, the Lakers with 17, the Golden State Warriors, I believe, have 7, and the Bulls have 6th. And after them, the Spurs have 5, right? Those are the top 5 teams that have the most titles in the history of the game, right? But when you look at the Chicago Bulls, like, they had all the years next to all the times that they've won. And I'm going to try to post a screenshot of this if I can. But you'll see all the years next to the years of the championships that the team won. The Chicago Bulls are the only franchise to win all these multiple championships, right, in one decade, one era. That was it. 6 titles in one era. No one else even close, guys. So we think about the Boston Celtics, right? All the championships that they've won. Obviously, most of their championships came in the 60s, right? They won 11 championships. Oh, wait, no. I'm trying to think, they won 9 championships in the 60s. I think they won, like, what, every championship except for 68, I believe, right? Or, yeah, maybe 67 or 68. Maybe 67, I think, right? The Will Chamberlain Sixers won that. But, so it's, okay, so, right? So most of their championships, we know, right? I believe they won 2 in the 50s or 1 in the 50s, and yeah, maybe 2 in the 50s and 9 in the 60s. But right, they won all these championships, right? Then they won a couple of championships in the 70s. We know they won 3 championships in the 80s, right? They won the 1 championship in 2008. So you see their championships were spread out throughout many decades. The 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. They didn't win in the 90s. And then the 2008 championship. So it was spread out, right? Multiple Hall of Famers, different players on these teams. Right? You're talking about the Bill Russell Celtics, the John Havlicek with Dave Cowan Celtics in the 70s, the Larry Bird Celtics in the 80s, the Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett Celtics in the 2018, right? So we think about that. That's spread out. Then you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, right? You talk about the Minneapolis Lakers in the 50s, right? George Mikan's Lakers, they were the first franchise of championships. They won 5, right? Then you think about the 72 Lakers with Will Chamberlain and Jerry West, they won a championship, right? Then you think about, obviously, the 80s Lakers, the Showtime Lakers, where they won 5 titles in the 80s. But then you think about what? The 3-peat Shaq and Kobe Lakers. Then you think about Kobe and Pau Gasol Lakers that won back-to-back 2009, 2010. So the championships, all 17, were spread out throughout the entire NBA's history, essentially, except for really the 70s. The Lakers were pretty much winning in every single decade, right? And the 90s, I guess you can say they didn't really win. But they've been relevant. 17 championships spread out throughout many eras. Many different great players played right throughout those years. Then it comes to the Golden State Warriors, right? With their recent success, put them at 7 championships, right? They won 4 titles right now in this past era, right, over the last 10 seasons, right, they won the 4 championships. But they also won before, right, the Warriors. So we think about the championships that they won before, guys like Rick Barry leading the franchise to a championship. So the Warriors did not just win all their championships in one decade. And also we think about the Warriors winning. They won forming a Kevin Durant, Steph Curry super team in the 2017 and the 2018 championship that they won. And then they would win again 2022. And we all know about the 2015 championship. That's 4 titles. But it was spread out, right? Different decades. 2022 they won. 2018 they won, right? 2 different decades, right? 2 different eras, essentially. And then comes the Chicago Bulls at number 4. 4th most all time. The 4th most titles all time was being led by one player in one era. Literally one era. They got all their championships in one. That's a dynasty, man. That's a dynasty. The Bulls were crap before Michael Jordan, and they've been crap since Michael Jordan left. No championships before or after. 6 of them, guys, in a 10-year stretch. Not even. 6 in basically an 8-year stretch. You remember 1999 was a lockout shortened season. Michael Jordan retired. So essentially in 8 years, the Bulls won 6 titles in one decade. Right? In one decade. This wasn't the Bulls winning a couple titles in the 70s, some titles in the 80s, and they won some titles in the 90s. Maybe they won a couple titles in the 2000s. All the championships, the 4th most in history, all came in one decade, led by Michael Jordan. One player, Michael Jordan, the Finals MVP for all those championships. One player, guys. One player. That wasn't the same for the Golden State Warriors, right? You had Andre Iguodala win a Finals MVP. Steph Curry won a Finals MVP. Kevin Durant won a Finals MVP. And like I said, Rick Barry would have probably been a Finals MVP. Or did he win a Finals MVP? I don't remember. I don't know if the award was given out then. Or maybe he did. But anyway, you see what I'm saying, guys? And then after the Bulls is the Tim Duncan Spurs with 5 championships. Once again, they were in 3 different decades, 3 different eras, guys. 1999, lockout shortened championship, right? 2003, 2005, 2007, and then 2014. Spread out throughout the decades, guys. Once again, many great players. David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, right? All these guys were great players. And 2 of those guys won Finals MVPs. They had Kawhi Leonard won a Finals MVP. So you had Kawhi Leonard win a Finals MVP. You had Tony Parker win a Finals MVP. Tim Duncan win a Finals MVP. 3 different players. 3 different decades for the Spurs to get those 5 championships. Once again, it shows you the greatness of Michael Jordan. All 6 of those championships came in one decade, were led by one player, was the MVP for all of them. In the beginning, all the way to the end, no one else is doing this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6 titles. It has 2 Finals MVPs. 2. So as you guys, I thought that was pretty impressive. When you look at the list of the most championships in franchise history, the Bulls are number 4. 4. And they were all led by Michael Jordan in the 90s. That's it, guys. None before, none since. Insane. Right? Insane, guys. When you look about the Celtics, right? They got a lot of championships. They got a lot of great players come through that franchise, man. A lot of great players. Right? A lot of great teams, man. But they won't say that. The Lakers, same thing. A lot of great players play for the Lakers franchise. A lot of great teams, man, over the years, the decades. The Warriors, right? They had to form a super-duper team to win 2 of those championships. Once again, the soft era of NBA. Not impressed. And once again, the Spurs. All those great players that played 3 different decades. 3 different Finals MVPs for those 5 championships. Showing that there were other great players leading the way. Stepping up their play. It wasn't just Tim Duncan. And then I believe after the Spurs, I think it's the Sixers have 3 championships. Yeah, right? They won they had 3 championships. I believe the Sixers were the next team up. And once again, they were in different decades, different eras, with different players. So you guys know the deal, man. Once again, it's highlights Michael Jordan's greatness. And why is that? If you guys recall, when they compare Michael Jordan to the LeBron James, these idiots do this stuff, What do they say for LeBron James? You ever see these posts that the LeBron James fans post up? They'll post what? LeBron James went to 10 NBA finals. So they'll say what? Hey, LeBron James been to more NBA finals than this many franchises. And they'll put LeBron James and how many NBA finals other teams went to. They went to. Because if you talk about how many he won, he's not nowhere near Michael Jordan in that discussion, right? Nowhere near it. This way he gets exposed. This is where you know they celebrate mediocrity for LeBron James, not for Michael Jordan. They celebrate winning from Michael Jordan, greatness from Michael Jordan. He's held to a high standard. LeBron James ain't held to that standard, so they celebrate his mediocrity. Hey, LeBron James went to 10 NBA finals. How many did he win? Michael Jordan went to 6, won 6 of them. Won 6. He has 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, more than most every franchise in the NBA's history. But they'll talk about LeBron James going to the finals and compared to other teams' trip to the finals. You see that, guys? That's what they do for LeBron James. It's the difference between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, guys. Michael Jordan led his team to wins. He raised his level of play. 4th most championship the Bulls have. 4 most. The 4th. And they've been around a lot less than the Celtics and the Lakers have been around. They haven't played nearly as many games. Even the Warriors. The Warriors have been around longer than the Chicago Bulls franchise. So when you think about that, those 6 championships in 1 decade, guys, insane. Insane. Let me know when another team in the modern era, let me know when someone wins 6 titles in 1 decade. If Nikola Jokic is going to do it, he better get working on it. It's already 2024. Going into the 2025 season. These guys better start getting on that. 6 championships in 1 decade. With 1 MVP. 1 finals MVP, guys. You guys know the deal, man. That's Michael Jordan's greatness. I'll catch you guys on the next one.